Introducing chords. Chords are super cool because they are a life changer for adding harmony to any piece. Now, what exactly are chords? Well, chords are 3 or more notes that we play together at the same time. So it sounds like something like this. Or. Those are all chords, and if you notice, I'm playing these chords on a piano. The piano is a cool thing because I can play multiple notes at the same time, therefore, I can play chords on it. Some instruments, like violins or trumpets, can't play more than one note. At least I haven't seen it. And because of that, they can't play chords. You would need 3 violins, for example, to play chords, because you need 3 guys to play 3 different notes. For guitars can play multiple notes at the same time, so they can play chords. So if you notice, actually every rock band I know has a guitar, because the guitar can provide harmonies, because they can play chords, and chords are such a useful thing for making harmonies. They are unbelievably helpful. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is a chord progression. You might hear that like, oh, this song has a cool chord progression. Well, the only idea of that is chord progressions are basically the sequence of chords that we use with the melody. So a chord progression could sound like this. Or in a lot of cases in current music, we have a melody that we play and the chord progression repeats in the background. So the chord progression really adds color, and even though they could be simple and whatnot, they really add a lot of flavor and depth to the song that we really need. And that's why chord progressions are very important. So again, chord progressions are just a sequence of chords or a series of chords that are played together with the melody. So let's use chords to really make Twinkle Twinkle Little Star sound just that much better. So this is what it was without chords. And this doesn't sound bad. Hear me out. Okay, now let's add chords and see how this changes the game. It sounds fuller and it sounds brighter, and just, I keep on using the word color, but it really adds more color to this whole painting of what we call this music. And that's why I think chords are just such an important part of harmony, because they don't really distract us, right? But they just make a melody sound so much better. In the next slides, I'm going to show you how cool chords are and how they could just completely change the way you hear a melody. So stay tuned for that.